Hi guys, and welcome to another video. Now today we are going to be doing something that has been requested of me for quite some time now, pretty much since last season ended, and that is to give you my predictions for Sunderland for this season in League One. Now I could have quite easily done a sort of prediction for the entire league and sort of done the league table for you guys, but I thought I'd have to be honest, I'm not entirely clued up with the entire league. I have pretty decent knowledge of probably about 60 to 70% of the teams in this league, but I wouldn't feel right in, just sort of guessing for the other sort of 30, 40%, which, it wouldn't be right. I've seen another few YouTubers do it, and you can tell that all they've really done is sort of copy and pasted last season's league and just interchange the relegated teams and the promoted teams and what have you, which, it'd be a waste of a video, so I thought I'd be a bit more honest and just give you my prediction for Sunderland and how they're going to do this season. So, let's get into it. Now, spoiler alert, I don't think we're going to win the league. I hope we do win the league, but I'm going to give you a bit of reasoning behind where I think we're going to finish first. Now, with League One, our team, our club as a whole are entering into the unknown. We haven't been there before for a hell of a long time. We've got new ownership. The structural changes behind the club have been massive. We've got a brand new manager, Jack Ross, who, I'm a massive fan of as of right now, but then again, it's only been pre-season. But he has no real experience in this league or in English football, mind you. We're still going through a massive change with the squad in general. We've had to sort of rebuild from fresh, really, which is good, and it's all looking very positive as of right now. But how long will that be able to withstand throughout every competition, with it be it cup competitions and the league as well? We don't have a massive sort of strength in depth, although we have just today, as I'm recording this, we have just signed centre-back Jack Baldwin, which I'm happy with, but that isn't what this video is all about. But this squad, even though it's not completely finished, it is unfinished. It's still going through a massive change of, the rebuild. It's going to need a lot of time to gel. And in this league, the main thing that is needed is consistency. The consistent teams, they win games. They win the league. The consistent teams are up there and thereabouts. Which I suppose it is sort of the case for most leagues. But if you look at the Championship last year, there was only sort of 9 points between, the bottom three and almost the top 10 almost. Anyway, so just a couple of wins and you can shoot right up the table. Whereas with this league, you'll get the consistent teams and the non-consistent teams, and there will be, after a sort of 10 to 15 games, you'll start to notice the gap starting to bridge between teams. So you need to hit the ground running, and you need to win games consistently. Jack Baldwin, who we have just signed, has said himself, for Peterborough, he said the main issue was consistency. Obviously, he does have the experience in League One. And there'd be periods where, they'd be smashing games and they'd be winning and winning and winning, and then they couldn't buy a win. And that's what is the difference between, sitting in mid-table or winning the league. And do I think we have the sort of capability to win the league? I do. I think now our squad is shaping up to at least compete in this league. But I do worry about sort of injuries. There are a few players that we have brought in who are known to be slightly injury prone, and if we can keep them fit, then we do have a very good chance. But again, this squad needs a lot of time to gel. It hasn't had too much time, and we're still probably expecting a few more signings as I'm making this video. This is why I've kind of put off this video, but it is only sort of a week up until the first game of the season, so I thought now will be a sort of fair time to make this assessment, even though it's completely unknown. Never been in the league before. We don't know how the team is going to be sort of finished and what it's going to look like before we head into that first game against Charlton. But because of all these things, we are new to the league. There isn't any sort of real experience from Jack Ross for this league. My prediction is that we're going to finish in the top 6. Anywhere in the top 6. I don't think we're going to finish first or second. I'm predicting a sort of 5th or 6th finish. I think that personally we might get off to a bit of a slow start, which is something I'm quite concerned about. Although in pre-season we've probably done a little bit better than I actually expected. The first couple of games, we started off really slow, and then over the last few games, particularly against St Mirren, I know obviously it's not the greatest of opposition, but we had a personality to our game, and even in the 45 minutes against Middlesbrough in pre-season, we dominated a lot of it, and we played very, very well. And if it wasn't called off at half time, I think we could have quite easily gone on to win that game when Middlesbrough had a full strength squad as well. So if we can play like that, then I can see us being up there and thereabouts. But I do see us hitting a few hurdles consistency wise. So yeah, I do think we are going to finish in the top 6th. I'll say 5th. I think for the first month or two we're going to really not necessarily struggle, but I think it'll be that's the sort of period of us getting used to this league. I think we might see a few losses, a few draws, very inconsistent, you know, sort of a draw, win, loss, draw, win, loss, draw, win, loss type thing, which it doesn't sound too bad considering what we've been used to in years gone by. But in this league, that isn't good enough. It has to be win, 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 maybe a draw or a loss, win, 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 win. That's how it has to be. And the consistency hasn't been, you know, our sort of main focal point in recent years, has it? So I do believe we will finish 5th. I'll say 5th, you know, for argument's sake. I'll say 5th. And now I'm not going to predict how we would do if we got in the playoffs because I think I'd be tempting fate. But that is my prediction. I think we will finish 5th or anywhere amongst the playoff places. That is where I personally think we're going to finish. So that is it, guys. I know it's only a relatively short one, but those are my predictions for Sunderland and where they're going to finish in League One. Now, down below, guys, you let me know where you think we are going to finish and reasons why as well, because I think it would be a very interesting sort of comment section, this one, and I do love reading your guys' comments as well. So if you have enjoyed the video anyway, guys, please hit the like button for me. It'd be massively appreciated. And subscribe if you're not already to become a fully fledged member of the Sarnie Army. But for now, you take care and stay jamming.